Good morning to all of you. I think till now we had been listening from various industry partners what are the skills that they require. And maybe there was one representation from college saying that what they are doing. But I would like to sum up telling what is happening in the state of Andhra Pradesh. More or less there will be similar picture in other states too. But why we are talking about Andhra Pradesh is we have about 25% of engineering colleges. If we look at the entire picture in India, 700 colleges, that's what we have been telling about. We produce a lot of engineers. But to be very frank, we produce only engineering science graduates. We are not producing engineers. There is a difference between a science graduate and an engineer. Engineer is one who makes things work. So why I told engineering science graduates is, most of them, they are very good in their technical skills, but when you ask them about an application, they are very poor. If you ask them to explain something, they cannot do it. Then, there are colleges which are not even aware of what are the skills required by the industry. That is where JKC comes into picture. Because there are so many colleges in Tier 2, Tier 3 towns established in the last 3-4 years. They are not really aware of what are the skills required. Just now, when Srini was asking a question, there were so many answers. I think I'll tell you there will be at least 30-40% of the students who do not know this. So that is where we get into the scene, telling them, this is the industry today. You are in colleges. You need to develop these skills. Many times what happens is, maybe there are some representatives from colleges here. The major challenge for colleges today is getting good faculty, teaching operating systems or network technologies. Maybe somebody can read a book and teach, but if you want to mentor the student, tell the student these are the skills required, you convince him, it is very, very difficult. And these days, as again I will quote one of the speakers saying that 75% attendance or 90% attendance, I will tell you what happens in colleges. I come from NIT Warangal, I'll tell you. Each semester is 14 weeks, you go to college for 28 weeks. What do you do rest of the year? There are so many things you can do. Are the students doing them? Are we telling them to do them? Are we guiding them? Nothing happens. That is where again, through JKC, what we are telling is, we are trying to tell them, do some certification programs, as Ajay was telling. We are promoting training on certifications with Oracle. We are training students on IBM technologies, Microsoft technologies, even certain vocational skills which are done by Government of India on modular employable skills. Again here, what is the output? I think we did workshops to motivate students to create number of certifications. But this year we could only produce 5,000 certifications, IBM, Microsoft and Oracle. But we wanted to do more. I think we put 100 resources on this. These people who are going to colleges telling them these are the technologies you have to learn. There are colleges who gave time. There are colleges who told we are busy with our curriculum, we cannot give you time. So, who is at fault? Let us not discuss about that. We should, all of us, put together telling the students, these are the skills required. Try to get them. Somebody was telling, they should be acquired in school, they should be acquired in colleges, they should be acquired in universities. If they are not done in school, we cannot say we cannot do it in colleges. If they are not done in colleges, we cannot say we cannot do it in universities. At least in one stage of his education, student needs to know these are the skills required, let me concentrate. Then somebody was telling, why don't we use teachers from senior classes to doing junior classes? Excellent idea. Peer teaching is very, very good. You can identify 3 or 4 people in each class, ask him to teach the lesson which he has learned in third year to second year students. They will do much better than some of the faculty they are existing in the colleges. Then we do a lot of industry connect programs. Maybe there were several, maybe even last time I visited TCS, Mr. Rajanna was telling, if there are any colleges, I can send my people to expose students about awareness of industry. Then when I go back to colleges and ask them, give me one session so that I can do something. Sir, this year we are busy, this year we lost many classes, this semester the load is very heavy, I cannot do. The semester, again I will tell you the same subject. Operating systems, a student can learn on his own, take the exam. But somebody coming and telling how operating systems are put in use in the industry is the biggest thing that students need to learn. Then Srinagesh was telling, Aspirations 2020, major success in Andhra Pradesh. I visited some of the competitions. There were initial rounds where students can come to later rounds. One student who did excellent in his written test, 98 marks in problem solving round, he was asked to speak for 1 minute. He couldn't do it. At the end of 10 seconds, he ran away from the stage. That is where we are. So, we need to change our mode of teaching. Mode of teaching means then there will be several people, even if I go and tell this to my professor, he would tell, you came up from the same system. So that was a different scenario, and today we have a different scenario. You have to go, get the client, convince him, persuade him, get the project. Then only you are there. Otherwise, tomorrow you are not there. Then the other thing, maybe working with 700 JKC colleges in the state, what we observe is, students are becoming complacent after getting into engineering. Nobody is waking them up. The students wake up at the end of final year, then they come to Amirpet, go round. Why don't they do it when they are in the colleges? We need to wake the student up. If we don't wake him up, maybe tomorrow we'll have to sleep. Maybe there are colleges which, see, we go with several requests. There are colleges which will come with several requests to us. They push us to the corner. You give this, give that, give that. Then when I go and tell him, there is a beautiful program, you have to invest something, then he will not call me again. There are several contests through IBM, through Campus Connect, and maybe through Microsoft. We tried to convince several colleges. Still, participation from Andhra Pradesh is very good when compared to other states. But when it comes to big one, not there. Today, the major challenge is that to convince a student that these are the things. If you put that in his mind, he will do 100 things and learn. That is where we are failing. That is what is my observation. Then lastly, what I would like to tell is, somebody was talking about learning curve. Then maybe several industries came up and said, why don't you monitor a student when he is in JKC? We wanted to do it last year. We did a pilot. We told we'll give you a test once in a year, and we'll put your learning curve, and maybe we'll tell the diagnosis where you are weak, where you are good, so that you can improve. But not many colleges gave us the consent to do online tests. And maybe even those colleges where we did this online test, the student turnout was not good. So, the thing that we need to do is wake the student up, that is counsel him, mentor him, then we are there. I think we can, as Vishnu Raju was telling, the third-year students can do miracles. Only thing is we need to give them guidance. So industry is already there, but their limitation is they cannot come to 700 colleges. Colleges in urban areas, they have little exposure to industry, and the industry set up their demands. Colleges in rural settings, that is where we have to work. So lastly, what I would like to tell is, as part of JKC, we have been doing all this. I cannot tell we have excellent results, but definitely I can tell we have better results when compared to the results which we had before the inception of JKC. Thank you very much.